I didn't know the character. It was brought to me. Really loved the script. And once, then I did some research on the character. And, you know, it was, I was not hesitant, but, you know, I'm not English and I'm not blonde. And, you know, the character is. So I had to reconcile that. And part of that was, well, what was at the base of the character? What could I bring to the character? Why even do it? And it's such a wonderful, beautiful character, this kind of humanitarian, cynic, kind of tired, world-weary, you know, tired of all of the rules and morals and ethics and angels and, you know, but still a part of it. So I loved his sense of humor. It's something that, you know, and it was actually one of those experiences on a film you kind of get a relationship with not only the, you know, the production design, the cinematography, the mise en scène, you know, the character and stuff, but the world that you're moving in, especially when you're doing a picture like, or a role like Constantine, you really work hand in hand in the ballet, the vision of the director and trying to make the shapes and hit the marks and let people know ahead of time where you're going, and killers! A great LA crew, man. Best in the world. I really so enjoyed working with Francis and Akiva. And then the crew that was assembled and then the cast. And playing that role, you know, I get to have these great moments with all of the characters in the film, you know. So throwing down with Peter Stormare as I'm bleeding out and he's leaning into me and he's like lighting my cigarette, you know, and like that confrontation with all white with the black, or throwing down with Tilda Swinton and she's choking me. Hello, John, with her foot on my throat. Working with Shia LaBeouf and like, you know, his dying scene, or even, you know, working with Jaimin Hongsu and just, you know, I love that moment when he starts to pray and Constantine is just like, ugh. The scene with Jaimin and I when he's, you know, doing the water and I'm taking my shoes off. Max Baker going, I mean, there was just so many, leaning back on a bed, holding up a mirror and like being flat to the ground. Like, you know, there was just so many times getting to work with such extraordinary artists, and we were all just having fun. I mean, the dialogue and the costumes were great, and the production design was great. And the crew, I mean, no one was like, everyone came in, rolled up their sleeves. It was collaborative. Everyone contributed, working nights, working days, Philippe Rousselot walking on a set, and then walking into those buildings and having them and shooting on film. That sequence, you know, if you go into it and then go to hell and come back out and the door click and her hair and coming back and then cutting back to John and the steam coming off his back and he's, you know, and the physical cost, the toll that it took him. And then the drama, the flip, the sister and the reveal and then the kind of momentum of the storytelling and the performance that Rachel gives and the intimacy of that. Thank you, Steve. Thanks, Comic-Con at home. So good to see you, Francis and Akiva.